Alright class, settle down, class is in session. Everyone get to your seats. Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to a bit of Don't Starve, where I'll be talking about something a little bit different now. As you can see from the map that I had there, things would be different, and that's because I died while I was getting ready to go back into the caves again. I was actually in the caves again looking for light bulbs when I got attacked by those glowworm thingies again, but that gives me an opportunity to talk about something I haven't really had a chance to talk about. Not necessarily for lack of wanting to talk about it, but for lack of opportunities to talk about, and that's about dying in this game. And dying is actually pretty common in this game, even for, like, me. I just tend to actually be more careful when I'm on camera. And, like, I think that it's a good opportunity as any to talk a little bit about dying in this game and sort of, I don't know, why it's kind of interesting, I think. I mean, this game, I think, would be really, really boring if I didn't have a chance to die when I was doing things. If I just sort of always, no matter what, just survived. I think the fact that it's that added tension that if I do die, it just, like, ruins everything, that sort of adds a kind of... I don't really know the best word for it. It's a bit of stress to it, I guess. It's a bit of tension. And I think that that's a good thing for this kind of game. I think that that adds a lot to it. And I don't know. I think that this game would be a lot worse off without it. So when you're playing this one, you know, don't get frustrated if you get killed. You will at some point in time, probably. And I think that that sort of adds to the fun of it. I mean, if I really wanted to just survive forever, all I would teach you guys how to do is to make the sort of farms and then sort of sit on it, because that's all you actually need to survive indefinitely, is to just build the farms and then sit on them. That's not really fun, though. A big thing of this is that some of the things that I'm teaching you how to do provide a little bit of risk and a little bit of chance of death to the game. And I think that that's actually a much more interesting thing about this game than just sort of simply sitting there farming rabbits all day. I think that that sort of risk element to it, I mean, like, I take away a lot of it by telling you how to not die like really cheap, stupid deaths, just like not starving to death in winter or something like that, or how to make sure that you've got enough food that you can do the interesting stuff. But I mean, I don't necessarily think that dying is a bad thing in this game, and I should warn you offhand that the thing that I'm teaching in this sort of series right now, the parts that I'm talking about right now, that being exploring the caves, is something that's actually quite dangerous. There's quite a lot down there that is a lot more, like, for example, I don't actually know these numbers. I had to look it up on the wiki for the purpose of talking about it right now, but if you were to talk about, like, the hit points on one of those glowworms, they've got, like, something like 9,000 hit points or something like that. I actually looked it up and forgot it immediately, but I do know that they kill you in 2 hits, so if you're not wearing armor, they do kill you in 2 hits, so... Like, they're a lot more dangerous than the hounds, for example, which you can kill with a couple good thwacks with your spear or whatever, or what have you. Or they're more dangerous than Krampus, who doesn't attack you really, or it's more dangerous than most monsters, like that thing that comes in winter that I can't remember the name of, because you can't run away from them. They just sort of keep following you till the end of goddamn time. And like, these are things that are just dangerous, and there's not a whole lot you can... There are things you can do to mitigate the danger. Like, in my case, wear all of your armor, then jump down the hole. Otherwise, you'll land on top of them and they'll one-shot you. Pro tip. You can basically land on them if they're already down there. I think that they were down there when I left or something, and just spawned or something, I don't know. But basically, spawned down there on top of them, they came up, kicked my ass. Came back out of there were hounds. They kicked my ass on the respawn. It was pretty bad. But, yeah, that's basically this game in a nutshell. What the hell's going on down here? Okay. Oh, they're chasing a mosquito. That's kind of stupid. Okay, it's too dangerous down here. I'm collecting silk for those of you who haven't figured it out, and it's just too dangerous to collect the swamp silk right now for 2 little gains, since that's a level 1 spider thing. So anyway, yeah, well, this stuff that I'm teaching you is all like for fun though. Don't think that anything I'm doing here is going to help you survive longer. It's not. It's probably going to significantly shorten your lifespan. And that's okay. Like, dying is a fun part of this game, I think. Taking zero risks and sitting around in your base all day is like the worst thing. And it's the reason that I've actually sort of made this series, is because so many people are playing this game are basically just sitting around in their base, like making rabbit meatballs or something like that. And like, it lets you live for quite a while, but it's really boring because that's all you do with your time. I think that, you know, I wouldn't be making this series if there weren't exciting other things that you could do other than just eating food, and being able to talk about them, I think, is a big part of why I'm doing this sort of series, and the sort of lessons, because this game's a lot more exciting than I think some people experience. I think that a lot of people sort of just experience the day-to-day survival and that sort of desperation, and then once they die they figure, oh, well, I got 50 days, I think I've seen everything that the game really has to offer. Or they try desperately to like go out, but then they starve to death or freeze to death in the winter, and that's just not fun when it's just been too quick and it's been too early in the gameplay, and you just haven't accomplished anything yet. Like, that's not fun either. I mean, that sort of thing that I've been seeing other people experience is sort of the reason why I made this series. And I hope it's been helping you guys survive so that you can actually do other things. I hope that you haven't been just doing this so you could survive longer. Although if that is actually what you want, like there are people I know who actually do have a lot of fun by just saying, I wonder how long I can live, and then going for as long as they can before something kills them. That's actually perfectly fine too. Like, do whatever you think is going to give you the most fun out of it. There's no way I'm going to ever tell you that whatever you're doing is wrong. But basically, yeah, I think that this game is one of those ones where, you know, go out and experience things, and if you get killed, that's fine. I mean, that's more exciting than if I did a series on sitting here not building up the base, for example, because getting the marble flooring is quite dangerous, for example, or going into the caves for no good reason, because there's no reason for me to go down there. There's nothing useful down there. All those things, like if I wanted to do a pure survival for as long as possible series, that's not really what I would be doing. I think that what I really want to make sure that you guys are doing is playing this game not only to live for a long time, but also to have fun with it, because this game can be so much more fun than just sitting around eating food, and I don't know if I necessarily have ever elaborated on that fact enough. Like, hunting McTusks is always fun for me, I always enjoy doing that, or like doing crazy things in winter, all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's just so much more interesting when you can say that that's what you're doing instead of just surviving. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get ourselves back on track to go back down into the caves. I'm not sure what that leg spike was all about, but it was pretty brutal. Oops, shit. I hate it when I accidentally do that. Okay, well, we got a bush. We'll probably make it into a hat. If I recall, what I want to experiment out is actually if that'll help us survive down in the awful place. And how are we doing? We don't have quite enough. So yeah, the berry bush hat is one that you can use to like hide, and it lets you sort of hide from a lot of different types of enemies out there. I'm not sure how useful it's going to be underground. I would imagine that it wouldn't be useful at all against like the glowworms, because they just sort of are underground. I would imagine that they can detect where you are just by like, well, I guess if you're not moving. Maybe they shouldn't be able to see you if you're just standing still. That'd be interesting. But anyway, yeah, we're going to give that a try, and if I die again, well, that's a learning experience. And that's, again, how I learned how to do this game, is just I, like, tried shit out and got killed a lot. I actually, like, well, no, the very, very first time I did this, I wanted to see sort of if I could survive a long time. So the very, very first time I played this game, I actually lived to day 45 because I'd been watching other people, and I've been like, I think I can do better than this. Not if I'm doing stuff like that, I can't. Okay, there's one. Go. Let's go pick up his wily brother over here. And it's more monster meat, damn. I really need silk because I have got none. I need to put it a little bit closer. So, there we go. Here. There we go, finally. First bit of silk in this spawn. Okay. Good God, there's a lot of monster meat here. I know it's like supposed to be the most common thing, but this is kind of getting silly. Okay, good, another silk, and I think that's all the spiders that are in there, and I can't harvest it yet. This is one of those strange maps in that there's just not a lot of spiders on it, which is a little bit peculiar. Someone was asking what to do in like certain situations where there are like you've got a spawn that doesn't have a lot of the resources that you think are necessary, and like how to build bases around them instead. Typically, I actually think that there's no spawn where you would not want to do it sort of the same way that you always do. Like, I happen to think that you can make this type of base that I've made here in pretty much any spawn that you encounter. But if it is really, really bad, there are certain variations that you can sort of get by on. For example, if you find a pig house, a single pig house, and have a bunch of berries, you can still make a farm, like a really big farm area with a whole bunch of good advanced farms or whatever, or what have you. If you don't have any gold whatsoever, you're always going to be able to probably find like either the Pig King or 1 gold. So just like lying on the ground in a graveyard or something like that. So like if you just have 1 gold and you don't have enough for the alchemy engine, like doing the same sort of base but with the small farms, the regular farms instead of the improved ones, that's actually perfectly fine. I just like the improved farms because they're a little bit more efficient, and I suggest that you build them because they're worth the investment. But if you don't actually have the gold to make the alchemy engine, go ahead and just build regular farms. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So like those are the different kinds of bases depending on what sort of resources you're missing. Like if you're missing any sort of beefalo herds, and you're missing pigs, and you're missing gold, you're kind of SOL there. Like there are theoretical ways to survive in that. It's just that I wouldn't actually enjoy any of them. So like I have not much experience with how to survive in those situations, but I do know that some people do it, and it involves primarily doing the same sort of thing as capturing rabbits in baskets. And it's just sort of getting by to survive until you can find everything. But if everything's just not there, then like it can be interesting as a challenge, but it's not actually fun. And I sort of always advocate having fun with the game, and in that case I would just reset it. If, like, after 5 days or whatever, you've not found any gold, and you've not found any beefalo, and you haven't found the Pig King, you should probably, like, never buy lottery tickets, is what I would actually say, first of all. Because clearly something's going on there in terms of, like, hilarious bad luck. In fact, I would barely even go outside if I were that bad, because, like, you could just get hit by a car if you're that unlucky. Although I guess, you know, maybe you're just bad at getting don't starve spawns, and your luck of not getting hit by cars is fine. I don't know. But, yeah, that's... it's one of those sort of fringe cases, though. Like, you can get by using any one of the methods that I teach about how to get, like, all the food that you need. Like, you can either get drying racks, or you can get farms, or you can get birds. You don't need all of them. You just need more of the ones that you have if you don't have access to all of them. And that's fine if that's what happens. It's just that the methods that I do show you, that being like birds, birds with spider farms in particular, give you tons of food just with eggs that you can use constantly. Turn the monster meat into eggs and cook those up. And that's really good. That's perfectly fine. Like the farms by themselves, if you have like 12 farms, even without a bird cage, that actually gives you quite a lot of food. Although you will probably want to get a bird cage eventually, it'll set you up for definitely long enough that you'll be able to do that. And you could even, if like you're really desperate, start transplanting berry bushes. Personally, I never do because I think that it's a huge waste of manure, but that's fine if that's what you want to be doing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. We're gonna have to kill something because we can summon Abigail again. Although Abigail hasn't been helping me too much in my adventures lately, just because she's been kind of getting horribly, horribly murdered. The problem with her is that, like, in the caves, she's kind of not quite as helpful as she is on the overworld because she gets killed a lot more easily up here. Is my beef jerky done yet? No. Darn that beef jerky. Okay. Oops. Oh, those are planted. Okay. Alright, Chester, let's open you up and see what's in here. You've got a little robot and some gold and some toys and some other useless crap. Let's throw this berry bush in here, because that's where I sort of pulled all my useless crap. I really want... Oh, good, thank God. Okay, so we can start putting this on here so it doesn't all rot. Fantastic. And these should all be done before the morning comes along. Let's take out these pumpkins as well. I'll just keep planting until I get something good. I do know where all the stuff is that I need to actually make a bird cage, so I could go ahead and do that, which would be good for where I am at right now. Oh crap, I can't use all of my meat. I'm gonna cook one up and eat it, just so that doesn't go to waste. Okay. Won't be that fresh, but that's fine. Well, apparently it was fine, actually. I just got it on fine, apparently. Okay, so we're gonna go look for something to kill, and then I'll continue on with my preparing to go back into the caves from scratch again, because life hates me sometimes, and glowworms are sometimes camping your spawn, which is a real dick move. And then wolves are camping your stone, your resurrections table, or whatever. One of the things is I don't actually look very much stuff up on the wiki, so if I'm calling things funny things, that's because I don't actually know the name of a lot of the stuff in this game, because sometimes I don't have enough time to like hover over and get their name and get the observation about them. So I don't actually know necessarily the names of things in this game, which I think that, you know, it's fine. You don't need to know the names of the things in this game. Okay, so we're still looking for spider silk, which is kind of a dick. Well, let's just head up north into that swamp and maybe we'll find a Maxwell biome, and that'll be kind of like finding spiders, because I don't know, for some reason I always find Maxwell's biome surrounded by spiders. I don't think that that's common. Other people have said that that's not necessarily common, it's just where I tend to find them. And it's awful. It's just spiders everywhere and mechanical horrors like shooting you in the face with whatever. And I'm going there without armor because, yeah, it's just not a day for good ideas from me, apparently. Good. Other stuff. Oh, good. And a pig near a spider nest. This is perfect. Okay, let's go piss off the spiders. And they're going to go kill our pig friend over here. And probably convert him into meat. Alright, let's get that warrior spider in there and get our pig friend away from this... Where the hell did our pig friend go? Is he even... Did he die already? He may have died already. Alright, well... No use crying over dead pigmen. Okay, let's get another one in the basket and then we can kill the last one. I forgot to put down Abigail's flower. That's a bad thing on my part, but you know what? Let's find out if Wendy can kill a butterfly in one hit. Okay, no, it ran away too far. There we go. Oops. Nope, there's a spider. Perfect. It's two spiders. Come on. Come on, spiders. I kind of wish I still had my basket, but that's fine. Okay, just one more on this one, I think. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Abigail. There we go, perfect. Okay, and that's spider silk. Abigail has taken a huge chunk out of my sanity, but that's what she does. That's fine. I don't really need it all that much anyway. And we're going somewhere new that's far away from our base, so if we find any flowers, we can go ahead and pick that all up. And it will be okay, and if worse comes to worse, I can always eat beef jerky, because beef jerky is a great way to restore sanity in this game. So we're fine. It's fine. Yeah, and we're finding some good flowers. It's not that bad. I probably should stop eating them so I can make a hat out of them like a sensible person. But you know what? Sometimes it just doesn't really matter all that much. This is a peculiar road. I don't usually find roads quite like this this far past past a swamp, or at least this must be one of those looping forests. You get looping forest paths quite often in this game. These are going to be green mushrooms. We can use these to restore our sanity back to full on our way back. Let's see. Oh no, there's a pig village up here. Huh. They might have a flower garden. We can use that if we want to just completely restore our sanity. And probably have enough flowers to make ourselves a little head thingy. I don't really know what those things are called. Flower hat thingy. Alright, pigmen, show me your flower garden. I know that this one, these ones don't have a pig king, since the other one had the pig king, but that's fine. These guys can be the Republican ones, and the other one can be the Royalist ones, and then they can go into a gigantic civil war against one another, where these ones apparently are democratic, but also have like a sort of alliance with the spiders, like the sort of evil side. So it's like a weird sort of, I don't know, like a 1600 story where like the evil republic exists, but there's like the good monarchy, and it's totally propaganda written by some sort of royalist. Okay, these guys are gonna be jerks to me. Come on, Abigail, let's not do what you're doing. Okay, I don't think these guys have a flower garden, which kind of sucks, but that's fine. It's okay, we'll be able to get by here. Let's just keep looking in case. I'm going to leave the carrot gardens, actually, just because I don't really feel like I need it. Now, I've seen some other people advise living in these pig villages, these really great berry farms, and these really sort of, pigmen that you can sort of take advantage of in terms of resources. I would not recommend that personally, insofar as I was talking a little bit about alternate base types. And that's because if you're going to stand near the pigs in their sort of area, you're probably going to wind up in a situation where it's just really, really awful because they're going to turn into werepigs and start attacking you. Not really fun. Abigail, would you like a berry? Is that what you're trying to get at there? Okay. So we are going to camp out here. The reason for that being that I would like, if possible, to get the beefalo or qualifant. I always get those mixed up. That's around here. That's fine. While we're exploring, it's a good way to sort of get an advantage in your hunting. But in the meantime, I'm just going to use that fire to sort of mark the area, and I'm going to go run around with a torch again. Because, I mean, you don't just have to run around and torch explore when it's early in the game and it's before horrible things happen to your sanity. I should really watch out for that, by the way. My sanity. Maybe there'll be... I was about to think I was Willow and light these trees on fire, which would have been really, really bad for me, but yeah, I didn't do that, thankfully. But yeah, I think that you can always explore at night with torches like this at like all phases of the game. Just if you have somewhere to be and have somewhere to go, so long as it's not winter, it's worth doing. It saves you time, and it's not like you're going to do anything with that time anyway, so you might as well. Although I would preferably have a silk hat at this point in time, but you can't always get what you want, so they say. Unless you're a multi-billionaire, in which case you can. It's like, money can't buy love. It's like, I don't know. I'm pretty certain that if you were like that sort of shallow person for whom you would consider buying love with money, that's close enough for your purposes. Or maybe you just love money. I don't know. Sounds like a feasible thing. I don't know. Okay, so our fire was, well, it looks like it went out and died, but that's fine. I think it was down here somewhere. Now, I'm not sure what it is, but I think they changed the pathing slightly for the qualifants. And they're a little bit harder to corner now, and if anyone has been playing this game and can corroborate on that sort of thing, that would be greatly appreciated, but for the most part I think you can still do it, so it's not a huge deal if it's true. They definitely can still be beaten without having to use a boomerang or anything like that. In fact, the last one I killed, I just hit it with a torch until it died because I didn't have a spear yet. Funny thing, your torch doesn't actually degenerate over time, so if you're hunting a qualifant at night, You can probably beat it to death with a torch. Cruelty to animals of a certain sort, I'm sure, but you know what? There is no SPCA in this game. Not that I listen to them anyway, but that's just me. Okay, so where is... No, it looks like it's just pointing directly over here. Let's try... It's hard to see it in this sort of biome, really. It's one of the places where I hate hunting qualifiants is where I am right now. Damn it. Especially if it varies off a little bit to the side. Let's just try like this. Okay, there it is. Okay. Now, this is something that I haven't really talked about much since I haven't had to use it much, but when you're hunting qualifiants and it's near terrain that you can't see in very well, tap the spacebar every few feet, and if your character is near qualifiant track, they will automatically stop and start dealing with it. And if you can't see it, just rotate the camera a little bit and then rotate it back. Is the best way to do it in my opinion. I always rotate the camera back to where its original orientation was because I kind of get used to having the camera facing a certain way. Yeah, see, like, I think that the AI for the qualifiants has made it harder to corner lately. But you can still do it. Abigail messes up my timing for this quite badly. But she also makes it faster since she attacks it too, so, you know, I can't really fault her. Thanks, Abigail. Okay, there we go. And that's our 8 pieces of meat and our qualifiant trunk, which we'll probably eat in glory for our hunt, and that is fine. Okay, so we didn't find a Maxwell's biome up here, but we do know that there are quite a... Oh, no, wait. Holy shit, there is Maxwell's biome up here. Go me. Go me. Okay, so now that we know where that is, we'll go prep ourselves to go get it. While we're on our way back, though, we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a basket and capture some more spiders, because we still do need silk. And, I mean, there's like a spider biome right here, so, I mean... Where better to capture spiders than a spider biome? In actual honesty, you know, spider biomes are terrible if you want to capture spiders. They're full of spiders. Like, too many spiders. Like, if it weren't for Abigail, I would not be doing this right now. Okay, there we go. And now let's give Chester, like, a stick. And a qualifiant trunk, and let's give him our... he can have our monster meat. We don't really want that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get that, and let's continue on our rampage through the spider biome where Abigail is like the most useful thing in existence. All right. Go. There we go. I don't actually care about the monster meat, so I'll let the spiders eat it if they want it. Good. Okay, and there's just going to be like tons of mold around here, but that's fine. Okay. And, yeah, Abigail tends to just sort of go on weird rampages in these places. It's kind of great. You just have to make sure to help her out, because she can get killed. Like, she does have a finite number of hit points. But, yeah, this is a pretty good way to do this. Okay. And we're actually going to take apart a lot of these spider webs, nests, things, because we don't want them around here in these sorts of numbers. since like this is sort of impractical to farm. Like this is too many spider nests, and we're going to be better off if we destroy them, because if we do, we'll be able to come back here later and not have to worry quite as much about the bullshit that's going on here. Okay, well, we're going to have to help out Abigail again. I can't tell what her health is right now because she's angry again, but looks like she's fine. I wonder if you can heal Abigail. You can. Okay. So another thing I did not know, because I've never actually tried, because, well, let's face it, the occasions in which that comes up where it's like you have to heal Abigail and you actually have an opportunity to do it are pretty rare. But you can actually use healing items on Abigail. Fantastic. And that is really just zipping along there. Holy shit, there are spiders everywhere. Okay. And we've gone a little bit batty from all the spiders, because being exposed to spiders does make you batty. Okay, so we're going to have to eat another beef jerky, I think, but we're getting low on food anyway, and we've got more stuff to jerkify. So that is fine. That's fine. Okay, I was in the process of making another spear. I've never actually made a spear. I'm disappointed in myself. Okay. We've got a lot of silk from this adventure. Great, fantastic. Alright, Abigail. And this is, for the record, how I got silk when I was playing as Wendy. Just like, historically, this is how I do it. Because it probably the fastest way, but since like not everyone is playing as Wendy, I haven't really talked about this being her like big thing. It's just like find spider biome, kill all the spiders. But yeah, that is actually sort of one of the biggest reasons to play as Wendy, is because she can do this. I don't think I would have survived this with any other character using this with no armor and only one basket. Okay, so we're going to chop all this down, like I said, and the reason we're going to do that again is that this place does not turn into an infested pit of spider queens, because this will turn into an infested pit of spider queens, which is bad. Okay, there we go. And of course, it doesn't hurt to have this much silk, because silk is a bitch to get. Yeah, Abigail, go get him. Okay. Abigail also, of course, helping me take out these spider nests themselves. Oh, shoot. What do I want to use? Let's use this. Okay, we can make more axes, that's fine. They work okay as weapons. Oh, crap. Fortunately, you can stun lock those ones. Alas, brave warrior. Alas, brave Yorick. Poor Yorick, actually. Well, whatever. Okay, so this place is huge and kind of annoying me, so I think I might not actually go ahead and take out all of it. But we're at that point where I think it's almost manageable. And I think we're actually also almost out of time, so I think we've actually prepped for the cave for enough for this episode. We've talked a little bit about dying and doing risky shit, like the stuff I'm doing right now. Because let's face it, what I've been doing in the past, like, quite a while actually, probably not the most sane way of playing this game. But as you can see, it's gotten me like 47 silks, cleared out a huge chunk of these spiders' nests, which is really great, and is setting us up for a good position for doing well later on. So yeah, let's head back home. I'll head back home at any rate, and you guys, I hope, enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. I know that it was a little bit less of learning content in this particular one because, I was talking a little bit about how I died and have to sort of restart, but I think that's also an important thing to learn about, is sort of how to enjoy death in this game and sort of take your time and take it easy, and like let mistakes happen. That's the fun of this game, is in trying out some certain things and letting it happen to you and dying and figuring new things out. I don't think that I've got a definitive knowledge of this game, and if I did, I wouldn't give it to you because that would ruin the game for you guys. I'm just telling you enough so that you can find new things and things that you wouldn't necessarily think to explore, places that you wouldn't think to go. So anyway, I hope you found this informative, and of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.